welcome to Let's Play Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale takes place in the Forgotten Realms, world, and it is made by Black Isle Studio, the same people who made the Baldur's Gate games. Now, it's surprising that a lot of people have played the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 games and have never actually heard of Icewind Dale. It's very much the same game as far as the engine, character creation, and the fact that there is a sequel that if you have the tenacity and endurance, you can actually carry characters over. Now, you don't have a very hard-set group of characters that they introduce to you that are all exciting, like Boo and stuff like that. However, what it does do is it really gets you into this D&D feeling where you start by making a group of characters, and that group of characters they're your characters through the entire thing. So instead of just making the main character of the story, you make the entire group. Now, normally when I watch the intro movie of these, I like to commentate through them because it's just a whole lot of fun, and I enjoy doing it. This intro is really good, though, and I love the music, and I love the narration for it. So with no further ado, I'm just going to let this play. I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to put subtitles on just in case English isn't one of your first languages, or you just can't listen to this at a very high volume. So you can read along. It's really good stuff. So with no further ado, here's the introduction to Icewind Dale.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedmund. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Ericon came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Ericon sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Ericon. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Ericon, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Ericon's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Ericon had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph, for all eternity. But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
Alright, wasn't that great? So, I'm sorry, I will try not to do that again. That was just a really cool intro. I really enjoy it. The music and the narration is fantastic. And so, we begin our adventure to find out what we can, I guess, about Jared and his engagement ring selling ways and whatever else. And I think there was a lesson to be learned in that book. And that lesson is never ever cast Gate when you have not already first cast Protection from Evil on yourself and your army. So remember that one. Anyhow, I have not actually played this game in years and years and years, and when I did, I just tip of the iceberg, and then I ran back cowering to my Baldur's Gate 2 with its linear storyline and easy to access ways. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to do the full game. This game was made in a really neat way where it definitely is centered around, hey, you want to play it with buddies online? Which is cool, because that's the D&D thing, is you play with friends. But these games in the Baldur's Gate games, while they allowed for that, it was just really, really clunky. So you can create characters, but in order to save us some time and sanity, I have already rolled up a whole bunch of characters and named them in ways that will allow us to keep track of all 6. So first we have Smashella. She is a dwarf, and she is angry, and we're gonna, because you know she has a soft side, we're going to give her pink and purple for her outline colors, and let's give her a good voice.
A stout sword and sturdy shield can take you
Yep,
far.
sword and shield work for us. She is Smashella. Accept. Next in our party is, let's hit the import button, see who we have. We have Bogar. Can you guess what Bogar does? That's right, he uses a bow, and he's a filthy elf, so we will give him filthy elf green clothes. Fantastic, and let's see what fighter voices we can give this guy. Thief?
The silent blade cuts best.
Nope, not Snidely Whiplash.
Take care. I'll try to keep this short.
Wow. Okay, a little bit annoying, but he is an elf, so we can go with this. Bogar the elf. He will join us as well. We have Smashella, Bogard, and who? Bogard. Humphrey Bogard will be joining us. Who else? Ah, yes. Hildari. He's healing. Yet another wonderfully easy to keep track of name. Hildari is our cleric, and I guess I should be telling what the classes are. Smashella will be our warrior female. Hildari will be our cleric human. Bogar is our ranger elf. And what does he do? He elfs.
Come then. The battle is joined.
Nah, I think it was this one I liked.
It is a shame. So much for doing
Yep,
this the
there we
best
go.
way.
And Hildari, and at the end. Hildari it is! That's 3 out of 6 characters. You can see why I didn't put you through all of this. Next we have Arcanus. He does arcane magic. Fancy that, huh? Alright, he will wear black and silver robes. Mysterious like the mage he is. And he gets Mage Voice 1. Now, if you're playing one of these games and you've got a lot of buddies, and you're all bored one night, drinking, preferably if you are of legal age, drinking, disclaimer, all of the above. Anyways, get your microphone out, and you can actually record full voice sets for this game, and it is hilarious. There's sounds for, recorded for getting hit, for yelling, your cocky thing, you're annoyed because you've been clicked 1,000 times, which if you ever played any of the Warcraft games, you would know about that kind of stuff. And, alright, So who else do we have on here? We have I got Natrina. Natrina, our female elven druid, because she likes the nature. We'll give her earthy colors here. There we go. And a voice for the lady.
Attack!
It's a male voice. As fun as that would. No.
Onward to victory! Taste my steel.
No, you don't use steel. You're a druid, lady.
A stout sword and
No,
sturdy
no,
shield
no,
take
no.
you
That's
far.
all bad. How about this?
I shall slay you all. A little fire and lightning should light.
Oh no, I think it was this one. So we have an expansion, and it added a few voices for us, which is cool, and new content.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Ah, yes. See, there is wisdom in those words. Alright, so we've got Natrina, Arcanus, Hildari, Bogar, and Smashella. There's only one more character to add into this, and that would be Keldaran, the wonderful bard who cannot nor will not shut the hell up. We all know him very well. Unfortunately, there aren't any good bard portrait pictures. Your bard is either a wizard or he is just covered in chainmail or armor, or it's a gnome or an elf. None of that. So I figured this is kind of like a cloak of wacky performance, and he's got a little performance. Who knows? Maybe it's the top of a lute or a mandolin or a really, really large piccolo. So we're going to give him ridiculous colors because he's a performer, like you do. And no, not ridiculous enough. He gets pink too. He'll be bright blue and pink. Let's pick a voice for he, me, us.
Steel yourselves.
Nope.
I'll take care of it. I'll try to keep this short.
No.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree. I'm a busy man. I got places to go. I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
No, we're not. We're not from the East Coast,
Attack!
and we're also not from there or there. Oh God.
Steel yourselves.
Maybe the mages.
It is a shame that we must resort.
Nope.
Come then. Watch your back.
Yeah, that's a singing voice right there.
Ha ha! Have at thee! Your doom is at hand. Villain!
I can do that. It's still not a singing voice, but it is hilarious. Alright, so we've got Keldaran, Natrina, Arcanus, Hildari, Bogar, and Smashella. Let's begin!
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of East Haven,
Where we set the bar on
the
fire.
so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale.
Oh,
Tiny
man, that's really
community
limiting my
started
scope here. Now I need to visit all
rather
10.
A collection of ramshackle huts, crowded together upon the icy shores.
You've already promised a town. I don't want a hamlet or a
Here
shanty.
within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the
Where
future.
every good D&D campaign begins. Sitting around a table in your local pub.
The events that are about to unfold.
Well, what do you say we unfold some events? And maybe some goblin skins while we're at it. Let us.
What's this? New face in town, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well met, stranger.
Well
My
met
name
you
is
too.
Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now after years of
And now you're going very far.
Faerun,
In this
I
magic
have
bar.
to call this
He's,
town
Faerun
mine.
doesn't rhyme with
Who
R.
might you be?
Greetings, Hrothgar. I am Keldaran.
Well then, welcome to East Haven.
Not even giving me
Whatever
a...
your business in these parts
second to
might
say these
be,
things.
I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior.
Smash a bar stool of his head, throw the meat into the fire, and get naked.
These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me.
I think we could all take him if we tried.
That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best.
Grisella's best's actually just...
And if
Just
you're in need of
rag
lodging,
water.
I would recommend talking to Quimby.
Grisella's the bum outside. We have no idea what his best is. Quimby. Alright, well that's just telling us exactly what to do.
Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door. at
You
Pomup's
don't say.
Emporium. Pomup's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well equipped and short of
So
coin
you're
than
telling
the
us
other
to
way around.
ignore
You'll
the
prepare
store and go back
travelers
later.
to last long in these parts.
Yeah, we'll run around with our
Once you've
wooden
had a
weapons
chance
for
to
now.
rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you.
It's actually the same building, just tons of doors. Alright, let's talk to this gigantic lady standing on the bar.
With my eyes closed.
Hey barkeep. Nope, I am going around. So, I work at the bar now, apparently. Hello there, dearie. Welcome. Hello there, dearie. Welcome to the Winter's Cradle Tavern. My name's Grisella. Oh, she has like grease in her name. That's grody. I own and operate this fine establishment. What can I get for you? How's about a drink? Yes, of course. She seems like confused. Like a drink? This is a tavern. Oh, she even says that. Oh, this is a tavern. Plenty of drink here. She's insane. Well, what do you have? Yes, well, you see a bit of bind right now. We've run out of... What? They've run out... This is the worst tavern ever. Oh, God. How do you run out of everything? What would be in the cellar? Certainly not rats. Yep. What can I do to help? Awful sweet of you, dearie, but I expect you to get into trouble on my... No, dude, lady, just let me go beat up the rats in your cellar. It's practically like part of the contract I have to sign. For a price, of course. I could scrape together a couple of coin. Really? A couple of coin? 5 coin? Wow, that's... I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'll do it. It's hardly fair for such service. I'm stingy here. Alright, so we need to find the cellar. The cellar's probably downstairs, as is wont to do. Whoa, 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 let's all stop here. Do we all only have quarterstaffs? Wow, this is going to be fun. I'm glad we have a mage, because otherwise we're going to be screwed.